I Something serious is happening in the market right now. Good evening, everybody. Something serious is happening in the market. Something serious is building in the market right now. US and Iran tension are rising again, and whenever geopolitical pressure increases, money moves fast. We know that, right? Now, I'm not talking emotionally, right? Not emotionally, but what strategically. If you are trading without understanding where capital flows, global tension, then what's happening? You're trading blind, and today we are not reacting to headlines. We are what? We are reading structures. Now I'll show you exactly what smart money is doing, or exactly what structure this market is currently building, even with the US and Iran tension that is changing the market movements massively, right? That's changed the market movements massively. So I welcome each and everyone to this class once again. You guys are welcome. You're welcome. Now, when tension rise between major geopolitical players like the US and Iran, things changes, right? Things change and a lot of things happen in the forex market. Just like the safe haven assets attract money, right? And we have the risk sentiment begin to shift between the buyers and the sellers. They begin to be some kind of like people call it manipulation, but there's really no manipulation, right? A lot of things are actually happening, and those are things affecting both countries globally, right? And that's why you will see often that gold becomes what aggressive. You see US dollar volatility spike. You see yen strength appear suddenly. You see fake breakout before what before real moved. And all of those things, a lot of things that actually happen in trading, right? Now, as professionals, what do? We wait for what? We wait for displacement. We wait for proper reaction in the market. So the question right now is: are we in risk off mode? Is the market accumulating USD, or are we about to see continuation or a trap? But here's the truth: news creates what volatility. You know that, right? News creates volatility, but structure helps you create direction. When you understand the structure, when you understand the structure of the market, it helps you create what direction. And we only trade what direction, right? We only trade direction. That's exactly what we're going to be doing in this live section as well. We're going to be trading just direction. I can see who is spamming this live section with love emojis. You're welcome, bro. Whether it's a bro or a girl, you're welcome, man. Oh, Austin, Brian, I see you, man. I see you, man. You're welcome. So, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me, please? Yeah. Okay. Please let me know if you can actually hear me. This thing is showing that my network is currently unstable, but I don't wish. Okay. Okay? I think it's actually better now. Okay. 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 So let's get straight to business. Without waiting for anybody. I don't plan to take time on this call because I'm looking at taking some stroll. Right? Okay. I can hear you, brother. Okay. All right. All right. You're welcome, man. So, did you remember the GBP USD analysis with? Okay, let's come back to that later. Let's come back to that. Just stick around. Just stick around. Let's come back to that later. Okay, let's deal with the major business of today first. Let's deal with the major business of today first. Where is gold heading, and what is the tension between US and Iran? What is it going to cause in the market? What effect you will be expecting to see in the market, right? What effects you will be expected to see in the market? And if you are joining this call and you want to like this live section, so you to recommend it to more people, right? So you to recommend it to more people. All right. So let's see what's actually happening in the market, right? Last week was interesting for people that got on good buy, right? But if you don't have mind as well, you could cry a lot last week because there were some bad corrections that were happening and they were giving about 300 pips correction. And looking at that alone, even somebody trading $500 or whatever, you could still be losing your accounts based off those corrections because those corrections were massive, right? Those corrections are massive. So let's look at what gold is doing today without wasting any of our time. For everyone that joined, you're welcome. And I promise this is going to be this is going to worth your time, right? We're not here to waste your time at all, right? So let's learn together. Let's see what's actually happening right here. So the same analysis that we have on the charts from 3 weeks ago. We're still following the same pattern. Uh we're still following the same thing, right? We just need to now life today's live section will just be like an update on what we've been doing, right? Today's live class will be more like an update on what we've been actually doing. So what's actually happening? If you remember last week Sunday, right? This was the analysis I did on gold. If you remember very well, last week Sunday, okay, market started from here this week, Monday. Okay, this Monday, this Friday, guys. Market started from this break this week, and if you remember very well, if you were very very attentive, I said due to what's actually happening currently in the market, the chances are high. If you remember, I said the chances are very high that what that gold will buy. And I said, what will only make us look for buy on gold is if and only if you remember that statement. You remember that statement very well, which is a statement I learned as an economics student. I said, if and only if what? If and only if we get a break above that major resistance level, the market has been finding it hard to break above for some weeks. And at the end of the day, what happened? Gold was able to break it last week, right? Can you even see the old drawing I did last week Sunday during the live section is still the one on the chart. So why did I say I do it like this? I said the gold breaks above this and comes as high as this level. Any correction it makes might come back to this zone or come back below this zone and continue buying. I can see exactly what he did. Even though we're not able to get an entry, right? Even though we're not able to get an entry, I welcome everyone that joined this live section again. For those that are just joining, all right, this was the live analysis we did last week. This was the analysis, the basic analysis we did on gold last week, right? What will be happening? At the minute it has broken below it, we would have just sit properly and now be waiting for the break above. But the retest was very quick. The test was very quick that looking at the way the sell was coming itself, you must have been scared that is this thing still going to buy and stuff like that, right? So I don't blame us for not getting an entry from that. It's still clear that we could have gotten on the buy, right? You feel me? You feel what I'm talking about? So we got this break, we got the proper correction that retested that zone with weak, like he didn't joke around at all. Retested it and did what? But and as of last week, I knew that no matter if you remember very well my statement last week Sunday, I said any high that gold creates, I said any high that gold creates after breaking above the resistance level, any high it creates, when it's correct back, that high should be your first target. And you can see that when it's corrected back, it made sure that that last week it mitigated that level again. And you can see that that was exactly what it did. It came back. I said any new high that it creates above that resistance level, above that major strong resistance level, any new high that it creates, after correction, it is going to try as much as possible to find its way back to that new high. It can now start falling from that new high, but at least your TP is good here. And you can see exactly what it did. Even though it's consolidated sellers acted like they were going to take control of the market, they were going to bounce into the market. But due to the war that was going on between what? US and Iran, right? They could not sustain it. And what happened? Gold bought and came back to mitigate this level and even broke above. Now that's automatically signaling something else to us, right? That's automatically telling us something, right? Are we together? That's automatically telling us something. Now, what do we need to do? I know that that's on your mind. That what do we need to do right here? From here, what do we need to do? What's our reaction supposed to be from here? Let me remove this. Can I remove this now? Can I remove this now? This was for last week analysis, and at least everything went well, right? Everything went according to prediction, according to our analysis rather. Everything went according to the way we analyzed it. Right, let me remove this as well. Let me try to reduce this as well. I want to okay, so I think I actually have to remove this so we can do our analysis clear. Can do a plain analysis of what's actually happening right now. See the way market consolidated here. I think I marked this out during the week. I was even going to send signal into the Telegram channel, but it was when this market was consolidating. I just sat back that, bro. I don't have time to waste on this consolidation going on right here. And that was the major reason I didn't send it in. Right? I hope we're still together on the same page. Right. So that was the main reason. I was going to get an entry to buy around this zone right here. But the consolidation wasn't interesting, right? Let's check the 15 minutes time frame. I just want to see something. Even see if we're going to get that entry on the 15 minutes time frame, that retest, that retest was giving some kind of bro, am I not like even okay, let's see for example now. When the market came back for retest, right? You might be waiting for something like this. Market should give you second leg, then you get on the buy. It didn't even give us anything like this. It didn't even give us any pattern print or whatever. It just bought immediately from there, and that was the exact reason why we missed it, right? That's why sometimes when you wait for too long, but patience is the best thing in trading. So don't let me even. I don't even want to say anything against waiting, right? It's better to miss an opportunity than lose money, right? We get that concept, right? Okay, where is gold actually heading, and what are we expecting to do? Exactly, Brian is laughing. That's the fact, bro. That's the fact. Sincerely, it's better to miss an opportunity than to lose money. It is way better to miss opportunity in trading than to lose money. But at the same time, while you are missing opportunity, make sure it is not out of fear, because fear of taking positions can actually be crazy too, right? So make sure it is not out of fear, and make sure it's not fear of missing out, which can be a result of greed, right? And impatience. And make sure that you don't also have the fear of this market might just move without me. I need to get on this, I need to make money from this and stuff like that. Bro, you're gonna get bonds. Ask your mentors, ask them what they've been through. They'll give you some gist, right? You feel what I'm saying though. I don't say too much about that, but let's just get into it. Sorry about that, please. So do you get the concept now? So what are we expecting this new week? What are we basically expecting this new week? Now you'll be like, okay, star, market has broken above this level, right? Market has broken above this level. It has done everything we analyzed last week. But this week we need to actually take a trade, and we need to actually prepare ahead of that trade, right? So talking about that, let's do this analysis right now. This one I need everybody to be very, very active. Let's do this analysis. Now, notice something. Market created a new high. Market created a high right here. Let me delete this. Let me try to duplicate this. Market created the high right here. Do you agree with me that this is an high? Do you guys agree with me that this is an high? Do you agree with me that this is an high? That's a new higher high. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. You're active. I don't want to drop any updates in the group again. Anybody that joins. Anybody that does not join, you probably don't see value in it, right? I don't need to. I don't need to stress that. I don't need to stress that. We're just here to. There's no. No knowledge is a waste. No knowledge is a waste. I'm not learning the wrong thing, right? Okay, so market created a new high right here. So we had the last high here. Market created a new higher high. Created a low here, but now market created a new high at this level. Now, due to the current US and Iran war that's actually going on, Iran was throwing some missiles into US, and US was retaliating as well, right? It is possible for us to see some massive buy spike. So the chances are high that what? Sorry about that. Yeah. So market created a new high right there. I will need to actually pay attention to that. We need to pay attention to that. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame now and see what we're actually expecting. Let's see what we're expecting. So now, market has fulfilled all righteousness. Let me put it that way. Market has fulfilled all righteousness. Why did I say market has fulfilled all righteousness? Now, where is gold heading? Right? You might ask, where is gold heading? There are chances that gold might come as far as this 5,570 this week. but we need to actually break down that chart for us to be able to understand what we're actually saying, right? For us to be able to understand what we're actually saying. Now, let me use my part in explaining. Market broke above this resistance level right here, created a new high. It even created here, but let's say this, let's pay attention to this last one, right? There were corrections, very simple stuff, break and retest, right? There was a retest, market continued and corrected back to this level and broke above this level. The fact that market broke above this level before the close of the market on Friday is signaling that what? Market might open with a strong break. Market that has automatically laid the foundation of market opening with some spikes. Do you get what I'm saying now? That has created the foundation that it's possible that market open with some massive spikes this night, right? But now market broke above this level. What do we need to pay attention to now? This is an eye. All together, this is an eye. This is an eye that market just broke above. Now, what is happening? What are we expected to do? We're expected to do for buys, right? Because we have to follow the trend of the market. And we've been able to establish from the structure explanation that I did right here that what market has changed its trend from being by breaking above some significant major resistance level, which is this. We have this right here, and also this last one right here. And market created this massive momentum above this level. And don't forget that we're on the 4 hours time frame, right? Now, the market broke above this. What are we coming as far as this? What do you need to do? Sit back and wait for what? Correction back to this last resistance level that market created. It might even come as far as below it. But what happens when it corrects back either at the touch of this level or below that level and you see some break back above this zone, then we might look for what? Our opportunity to buy. I don't know if you actually get that concept. I don't know if you get that concept. Sincerely, there's nothing much to explain on gold. Gold is strongly bullish and we should be following the bullish trend. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see probably we can see something clearer. Okay, right here on the 1 hour time frame, we still have this still have a significant resistance level, right? These are consolidation zone that I marked out using this. I don't think we really have any business with that, right? But let me establish something now. There's a minor resistance here, right? We have a resistance here. We have a resistance here. Don't forget that we have resistance here. Now, the only thing we need to pay attention to this week, yeah, I feel you, bro. I see you. So the only thing we need to pay attention to this week is what? These two major zones, right? This is a low, right? Because this is a lower high. This is a lower high because this is an high, but it's lower than the last high. Altogether, it is lower than the last high. So what do we need to do? We just need to sit back. Now the market has given and start buying, or come as far as this level right here and do what? And buy. So these are the we need to pay attention to this week. And I don't think there's any difficult explanation in this. I don't think there's any special on good. Sincerely, I won't deceive you by bringing out some tools or whatever. Because we go straight to the point. There's no gatekeeping of anything, right? And that's why I said this class is going to be very, very short because right now it even looks like I'm done already. It even looks like I'm done. So for gold, we just wait. We sit back for corrections back to the major resistance level that we have registered on the chart, which can be this resistance level, right? Market and what's the foundation for an uptrend? Market is an uptrend, right? We established that market is bullish right now. What's the foundation? What's the psychology behind an uptrend? An uptrend will only continue when markets keep printing what series of highs, higher highs and higher lows. Do you understand what I'm saying now? When markets printing series of higher highs and higher lows. Now markets created a high, it created a new higher low. It's created a new higher high. Market needs to come back to come and create a new higher low, right? At the point of creating that higher low, the potentials are if the uptrend is going to continue and market is going to continue being bullish, it needs to go and create a new higher high again. And that's why I say we have to sit back and do what? Wait for corrections to come back into one of these two major zones that we've marked out. And just like when we are doing multi-time frame analysis, what do? Wait for market to correct back into one of our zones, right? That we've marked out, our major zones, which can be either this or this. Any correction back into either of these zones, then we'll do what? We shoot for our buy. Do we get that concept now? Yeah, exactly. Brian, I see you. Higher high and higher low. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So that's the basic concept, guys. I think I actually came late on. Did I come late on this live section today? Probably that's why so many people didn't turn up. Did I come late? I had a meeting. I had a meeting with somebody that I've spoken to a very long time ago. It was a meeting I needed to, right? Because we were able to check out some things together, right? So apologies for coming late. But Brian, did I come late on this live section? Do you think the timing wasn't good enough for everyone to actually open or something? Right? So I think this is basically all for gold. There's nothing more to do on gold. Just sit back, wait for market to play out. Don't force it, right? And what happens? No, you were not that late. Yeah, I wasn't that late though. I wasn't that late, and I even dropped an update that we're going to go live by 7. And I know by that 7 o'clock, if I came live 7 on dot, probably they followed the first time that I actually dropped because I was going to hold it by 6. But I dropped an update later that we should do it by 7, right? Okay, so let's actually continue. So I think that's all for good. Which other currency pair should we look into? Which other currency pair should we look into? Let me show you which other currency pair should we look into, which could have helped us a lot, right? Brian, I think you were the one that gave me this GBJPY analysis. You're the one that told me to no, not the analysis, right? You're the one that told me to analyze this GBPJPY live. I think some weeks ago on YouTube. We're live like this. Then you said I should analyze GBPJPY. Do you remember at all? Do you remember you were the one that told me to analyze GBPJPY? You remember PY? Did you follow through with it? Did you follow through with the analysis? Because I missed it and it was so painful. It was so painful. Like our exact entry was where the thing triggered. Our exact entry. And the funniest part was I saw it right here. I saw it when it was still here. Wait, let's just wait. It might come back to create some second leg here. That was how I just missed it. Oh, I was being extremely. Oh, you caught the move, Abby. Nice, 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 nice. I'm so happy to hear that, bro. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that. Was it the exact one we analyzed for the move, or was it the exact one that we analyzed that you were able to catch the move, or did you do another one? Are you sure I will not drop my account number for you like this? You are the one. You are right now. You are the one trending right now. You are the one trending right now. Oh, you said exact. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That means you actually took the analysis serious. Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Nice. Unlike some people, unlike some people, I'm so happy you were able to do this. I'm sure I'll catch you in your DM. Don't worry. You playing with me, yeah? I'm so happy you were able to get the move, even though I missed it. Right? I'm so happy you're able to make money from it. Right? So let's see what's going on. So for GBPJPY, I don't know. I really don't know what to. GBPJPY, I'm basically just waiting for corrections. I'm basically just waiting for any correction to happen. Once I get correction, I'm still looking at potential that GBPJPY might come back to this high. Then probably I might get the sell again. And I'm looking at that sell going crazy, right? Let me check the. Okay, I'm looking at the possibility of that sell coming as far as this level. That is if it break below this consolidation zone. But if it doesn't break below it, they might just have to settle for the one we've gotten, right? I mean, GBJPY is currently moving about over 200 pips. So imagine getting on that. But it's cool. We're not regretting anything, right? We're not regretting anything, right? All right, let's check out GBP. Let's check out USDJPY. You said we should check out USDJPY, right? You said we should check out UJ. Ah, Jesus. Okay, let's check out USDJPY. Was it not USDJPY that we missed buy on? I don't want to check USDJPY. USDJPY fucked us up, Joe. Let me switch to it. This USDJPY. Did you remember we were waiting for all these pairs are so funny? Do you remember that I said USDJPY was going to buy? Did you remember I said USDJPY was going to buy? I said USDJPY was going to buy massively. Yes, I remember, pa. I said USDJPY was going to buy massively, and it bought, but it didn't get our entry. And we can't. No, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't force it, right? You missed it. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But USDJPY, I don't know. It has already missed the entry. I was expecting it to correct back to this level, right? I was expecting it to tap into this zone, and it would have been a very, very good sniper entry. And how many pips profit is it running right now from here? See, 300 pips. Okay, no, not 300. This 260. Ah, God, I need water. This 260 pips, right? It's running 260 pips. It's running 260 pips, right? It's running 260 pips right now. Yo, it's running 260 pips, and we're not able to get the entry. We're not able to get on the trade, right? But what do we need to do now? You might be like, what do we need to do on GBJPY? Should we analyze what to do on GBJPY, or should we just leave that one to go? Let me hear from you. Okay. Okay, we should leave it and check out now. Which other one do you want us to look into? Let's check one more before we call it a day. Let's check one more before we call it a day. Let's just check one more. Let's check one more. Just give me anyone you want us to check before we call it a day. Which other one do you want us to look into before we call it a day? I feel like this thing is automatically reading what's been the actions. Okay, we should check GBP All right, let's check GBP. For those that might want us to just check UJ, there's nothing much to do on UJ. You have a resistance level right here. You either wait for the break above that resistance level and just wait for some correction, or you watch out for the move going on within this zone, right? And we have a kind of like minor resistance level right here as well that you might want to pay attention to by doing something like this. Have this resistance level marked out, right? It's even cool to buy right now. USDJPY is cool to buy right now, but fundamentally, with what is going on with US, you might just want to sit back and watch USDJPY, right? And funny enough, with the way US dollar was weak last week, how come it could still buy against against JPY, against Japanese yen? A lot of people were looking at my analysis as stupid last week when I said it was going to buy, because they were like, obviously it's going to drop due to the war going on between US and Iran, right? But well, we're able to get that right, and it actually did buy, right? It actually did buy. JPY is very weak. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, it's very weak. And no, that's just aside being weak. That's just an idea to. That's just something to tell you that technical analysis always come above fundamental analysis, right? Because looking at it fundamentally, there's no way I was going. There's no way anybody was going to want to buy, no matter what. I was seeing a lot of mentors dropping any currency pair that US dollar is acting as the base currency. Just sell that currency pair. But it wasn't the case with this particular pair. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's just trying to establish the fact that fundamental analysis, technical analysis will always be above fundamental analysis, right? So let's check out GBP USD. Exactly, I saw it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can even send some screenshots to you from like Telegram. I saw some. They were just telling their members to kind of like just get on the buy. Just sell any currency pair that US dollar was acting as the base currency. Right. So let's check out GBP USD before we call it a day. Let's check out GBP USD. Let's check out GBP USD. Can you see my GBP USD chart? Oh, bro, what's this? Do you see what I'm saying right here? Did we don't tell me we did this analysis and we didn't monitor through. Don't tell me we did this analysis and we not monitor through. Because this is a massive buy. And I analyze this buy and we didn't this funny. Can you see my chart? So we analyze GBP USD live, but we never monitored it. See the buy. But this was in January though. Ah, Brian, anytime you tell us to analyze any peer live, please, I want you to monitor those peers and probably give me an update about them too, because I mostly don't check all these other peers. I mostly just check about throughout the week. I mostly check about probably 3 or 4. How could we analyze a buy that worked so well like this and we didn't even like it went so crazy. See how far the buy went, bro. It just kept skyrocketing. That means yeah, pounds is going crazy against the US dollar. See the buy, bro. It activated on the 21st of January. I'm not sure we analyzed it at all last month. Sometimes we forget. No, I don't want us forgetting all these things. Brian, you missed it as well. So let's just monitor through. Let's just monitor through. So these are another proof that we don't cap here, right? We don't cap here. We do everything live and we just try to like go through everything, right? Just try to go and okay. Let me give you a scenario right now. I'll be checking out. Yeah, please do. Let's just monitor through. Let's just monitor through. Now that gold volatility is crazy, you just need to be very careful. Now another reason why it's possible for GBP USD to give us an entry on that buy is that looking at this, market broke above this resistance and went as far as this high right here. Even though it went back to a resistance level. Now it came back to that exact entry. You see, it has retested it, right? It's bought. It came back to retest again, then buy massively again. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm still very calm on GBP JPY, because I'm looking at the possibility that what GBP JPY might still give us an entry for the sale from the initial planned entry, and that's why I'm not actually pressured. Do you get that concept now? Reason why we haven't gotten on it yet. Although Brian was able to make money from it, but we're not able to get on that. We're not able to get on that setup yet. But let's check out what GBP USD has for us now. Let's check what it has for us right now. On daily time frame, okay, it's even coming as far as, but this is looking like power banking. This is looking like on the daily time frame, GBP USD is on a downtrend, right? GBP USD is currently on a downtrend on daily time frame. right? Let's check out the 4 hours time frame. Let's do our multi-time frame analysis. Let's do our multi-time frame analysis, and let's just check out what is going on GBP USD. No, so right here on the 4 hours time frame, right here on the 4 hours time frame, that means even right now, GBP pounds is falling against the US dollar. Pound is falling against the US dollar right now. We have this major support level right here, right? Let's just try to mark out our levels. We have this resistance level right here, and we have this support level right here. All together, guys. So for GBP USD, yes, I saw a bearish move. Yeah, it is actually bearish. GBP USD is bearish. You can see right here. This is just very this is so clear that it's what is bearish. This is so clear that it's bearish. This is very clear that it's bearish. Right? This is very clear that it's bearish. So what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Now, initially we'll be looking for opportunity to sell. But looking at, okay, let me break this down properly. We'll be looking for opportunity to sell, right? But at the same time, let's just try to have the knowledge of what is happening currently in the charts, fundamental